like?
I had an affair because you are weak and always over-explain.
Stop explaining to her why you're late, why you're an hour late. Stop explaining to her why you decided to change your mind because you wanted to work on your personal project. Don't explain to her that you wanted to do that. Just say, I'm not available. And if she can't get with that, then she's really not down with your program. Because a relationship is an organization. And every organization needs a leader. So in that relationship, either you're going to be the leader or she's going to be the leader. And when you're over-explaining yourself, she's the leader because you're attempting to appease to her. You're trying to impress her. From the inception of a relationship, when you see these guys, when they ask for a woman's hand in marriage, you're asking for her hand in marriage. You're already subservient, buddy. Stop over-explaining yourself to women. That's what today's video's about. Go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe. And share this video with as many men as you can because 97% of men out there, they're in desperate need of this information. They need it bad because they're down bad. So stop explaining yourself to women. Every time you explain yourself, bro, you lower your position. You're making yourself subservient and she's above you and she knows that. And once she gets in that particular position, whether she is consciously aware of it or not, her level of attraction is going to go down, down, down. Men with authority don't clarify. They move and they let reality speak. Allow your actions to speak. Explanations, it signals weakness. Men explain themselves when they want approval. That means you're seeking her approval. You're taking counsel from your fears because you need her approval because she's still interested in me? Gosh. They justify when they fear loss. You fear she may be losing interest in you. See, every time you give an explanation, it says, I need you to understand me. Strength says, I've decided already, and that's it. No explanations required. Attraction does not need to be understood. Attraction doesn't come from being understood. To be great is to be misunderstood. If she understands everything about you, bro, she's going to become overly comfortable and she's going to become bored with you. A little mystery is always good. Even though a woman would tell you she doesn't want that mystery, I know what women want more than they know. Most women don't know what they want. And I'm not saying that to be insulting, it's just true. She's an emotional creature. Attraction comes from certainty. Silence, brothers, isn't confusion. Silence is not weakness. Silence is restraint. She acts a certain way, she starts acting bratty. Take away your attention, go silent. A man who knows his direction, he does not narrate his thinking to a woman. Some of you guys, you're like a narrator of a documentary. With your life, you're explaining everything to her and she's like, yeah, yawn. But a man with direction, he acts. And he allows her to interpret what he's doing. If a woman misunderstands you, you don't rush to correct it, brother. Why? Because the very moment that you do, you've already surrendered your frame. And that's a very weak frame. If you're ready to change all of that, type frame below. If you've been going through some of this, type frame below. If you've been over explaining yourself to a woman and it seems like she's been losing attraction, it's because she really has, type frame below. You gotta set boundaries. And boundaries require no speech. You just do it like Nike. See, a boundary that you explain is a boundary that will be negotiated. Strong men just simply says, no. That won't work. I'm not doing that. There's no footnotes. No emotional padding. Reaction is information, so use it. If she reacts a certain way, use that information. Tell you another story or another military tale. It was this guy. I was smashing his girl. I didn't know she was his girl. It was a military thing, right? So me and her out on the parking lot one day making out. Well,
Not this is a real right here. Slut. Get your hands off of my man whore.
He's mine. You get off. No, he belongs to me.
and this dude, he pulls up. Really, he was a softie, because the dude just broke down into tears. He was trying to justify, he was over-explaining himself as to why she should still be with him. He would give her anything that she want. I wouldn't treat her like that, he was saying. No one could love her the way that he loved her. He's over-explaining. And she was losing more and more respect.
I'll do anything.
Get up and be a man.
I'll kill myself if you don't leave him alone.
So I'm like, this guy's down bad emotionally. But meanwhile, I didn't even know Shorty was in a relationship with this guy. Not only was she in a relationship, she was hiding the fact that, he had cuffed her. He had a ring and all of that. He had his on, she didn't have hers on. She never wore it around me, so I didn't know. I'm not into the business of smashing someone's ribs, someone's wife. So she was like, get out of here. He's much more of a man than you are. That's what she's telling him. So I'm looking at her like, nah, I'm good. It's not going down like that. I'm gonna fall back from this whole thing.
Please don't leave me. I left time for you.
You are married and not jacking that.
See, men who trust their judgment, brothers, don't seek permission. They accept consequences without a complaint. My judgment in this particular situation was to bounce on her. Because, you gotta let it be, you gotta let her, be that too. Gotta let a hoe be a hoe. What does discipline look like? You speak once, and then you mean it. This guy, he's there over-explaining. He breaks down into tears. But discipline looks like you speak once and then you mean it. You move on, you don't linger. You let silence do the work. That's what I did that day. I let silence do the work. I slid on her. She kept blowing me up on my phone. I never answered the phone again. Because what she did was ill. What she did was ill. She crashed out when she found out that she was never going to hear from me again, ever. And to this day, I never picked up to her. So I let behavior filter people out. What she did was wild work. So she had that, she had to wear that. You don't need to be understood, brothers. You just need to be consistent. But for sure, don't explain yourself to women. This is not about controlling a woman, making a woman get on your program. It's not about this. Tazadoctrine is about self-mastery. It's not about the woman or women. It's about order. Men who lead themselves, they're calm, they're measured, they're unmoved. Her man was overly emotional. Men don't argue reality. They enforce it through actions. That's what I did. I'm not standing there arguing with her, why you didn't tell me you was married? I just slid. I'm ghost. I'm gone. I slid on her. No arguing. just disappeared on her. Stop over-explaining yourself to women, brothers. Your life's not on trial. A lot of you act like your lives are on trial, always over-explaining yourself to Eve. Your standards shouldn't be open for debate. Silence is not empty. It's controlled force. The more that you explain, the less you're believed by the person that you're explaining yourself to. Stop talking so much. That jaw-jabbing, talk of intent. Stop over-explaining, because that's going to lower your level of attraction. It's going to raise her above you, and when she gets above you, that position is difficult to reverse. Most men don't reverse it because you keep chasing her. Stop chasing women and chase your purpose. Stop over-explaining yourself. Because this right here is not your typical cheesy dating coach, a female dating coach. This right here is Tazadoctrine. This is about self-mastery. This is dissident. And if you listen to this message right now and you're hurting because this woman stopped responding to your texts, you've been calling like crazy, go ahead and book a phone coaching session. You can get control of that. Order the books from my website, www.tazadoctrine.com. It'll be one of the best decisions that you ever made in your life. I know what I'm saying in most of these videos sound counterintuitive, but this really, really works because it's not a game. It's not about tricks like dating coaches. It's about mastering yourself. And the things that I'm teaching you to do, you're not doing it because you want to hurt her. You want to get back at her. It's not about revenge. It's about self-mastery and working on your purpose. That's what makes Tazadoctrine different. Listen, guys. If you're a man that's listening to me right now and you feel a little bit uneasy because your woman might be listening in, then you need to book a coaching session. You need to stop taking counsel from your woman. And I know this is counterintuitive, but even though she may be disagreeing with me right now, what I can teach you will make your relationship last. Because the route that you're going right now is going to lower her level of attraction. Stop. And you can't fake this. If you fake this, it becomes a problem. If you take away your attention just for revenge or punishment or something, that's a problem. You have to be focused on your purpose for real. You cannot make this up. These dating coaches, they're teaching you fake information. It's only cool if you're really involved with a female that you're really intrigued by and you're really into her. If you listen to these dating coaches long enough, they're going to end that relationship. And it may not always be for the best. What I'm telling you is for the best for both you and her. Because I know what attracts women. I know what women want. And I know that 97% of men in the world today do not know how to conduct themselves appropriately and interact with women. The information that they have is bad. It's false information. It's a temporary fix for a long-term issue. You can't fake this. You have to be 100% real. You guys like to keep it 100, right? We're going to keep it 100. And keeping it 100 means that you have to live this. You have to have a purpose. Your woman cannot be your primary focus. And I use that term, your woman, loosely, because she doesn't belong to you. We cannot control things externally. We can only control what's within us. And that's where your self-mastery comes from. And once you learn to perfect that, women will gravitate towards you. Get your mind right, get your body right. But it's always going to come back to the mind, because you can have a brolic body. I know a lot of guys that have brolic bodies, but their minds aren't right. You understand what I'm saying? And so they get intimidated by women. I see big brolic dudes in the gym all of the time. They see an attractive female, he's intimidated. I know guys that own their own companies, right? I'm talking about CEOs in corporate America, and they're intimidated by women. Think about Jeff Bezos. He had the mind to really, ascertain all of that money, but a woman broke him down. And so to avoid this, you need Tazadoctrine. Because what Tazadoctrine teach is Stoic principles. Modern day Stoic principles mixed with street knowledge. Because let's face it, I came from the streets, homie. But but I also have articulated knowledge that some of you are impressed by. But I would say my most valuable knowledge comes from the street. And so what I've done, I've combined both the institutions of higher learning and street knowledge. And from that, I came up with my own doctrine, and this is called Tazadoctrine. And Tazadoctrine applies to all aspects in life: your self-mastery, your relationships, your finances. Can't go wrong with this. Other YouTube channels out there, they teaching you feel good stuff. I teach the truth. I speak the truth. This is why I speak so passionately. Because what I'm speaking is didactic. And this will live after I'm going back into the spiritual realm. I'm like a God here in the flesh, what I teach. The mind that I have, it's not common. Sometimes I impress myself by some of the things that I say and like, damn, how did I know that? Did I just say that? But you can see a lot of street is mixed into it. The average person could look at me and be like, yeah, that cat, yeah, he's from the street. But at the same time, I've articulated knowledge from their colleges. And again, I reiterate, when you combine both of those, and I study on my own. See, my self-application of applying these things that I've studied over the years, it makes me dissident. I'm unlike any other person that you will ever meet on the face of this earth. We're all unique in our own way, but I'm didactic. And if you would just listen, my words suggest, if you just listen to what I facilitate, I can show you and teach you how beautiful and wonderful life can be with Tazadoctrine. Because essentially, there's a land of the living and there's a land of the dead. The bridge is knowledge and love. Because life's a banquet, but most people are starving to death. Right? And to have reached the point of death, and then alas, you discover that you've never really lived. You don't want to be in that place. When you're about to go, you want that feeling to say that, wow, I've accomplished everything that I wanted to do. And if you're not there yet, you better get up and get after it right now. You start with these principles, Tazadoctrine. Concentrate on self-mastery first, and the woman comes next. Stop over-explaining yourself to women. Get this information. Order my books. I have plenty of books out now. Plenty of books. This book right here, Didactic Empowerment Attraction Blueprint. This is a 7-set series. And I'm starting on a different series now, but this is a 7-set series that you could get from any of my 3 websites, Tazadoctrine.com or www.kahantazadok.com or www.kahantazadok.net. Go and get the books now. Start with this one right here. You'll be glad that you did. It's a life changer. And so remember to smash that like button. With that, I'm going to say shalom, peace, 2 fingers, and I'm going to leave that in the air. Until next time, shalom. So at the end of the day, son, he crashed out. Huh? He's on his knees. Bro was on his knees talking about he's gonna, he gonna off himself. Then he told her, I'll do anything. Meanwhile, she kissing up on me. So I had to fall back from that whole situation. I've been in some crazy situations, but that's what gave me the experience to be able to talk to you guys about that and make sure you don't go through those patterns that some of these people that I've been around, I seen them go through. I never been that dude to try and slide up on someone else's broad. I'm not built like that, huh? But if I didn't know, I didn't know. And so Eve's always been attracted to my kind of energy. I mean, it's just what it is. Even the ones that say they weren't, really was on the low. You feel what I'm saying? But nevertheless, man, like, share, subscribe, and go ahead and book a coaching session. Get these books, man. I'm out. Peace, 2 fingers.
You know this box is the bomb. I'm going to hold you down, baby.